Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Today another scenario by Grimm, who you might remember from the Tropico war games. And this one, El Presidente sails again. Aye aye aye, Admiral Stealth, I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but your last wargame wasn't as smashing a success as I, or more importantly, El Presidente would have liked. While he reviewed the reports, he was nearly beside himself with excitement at how well the wargame showed the new design working. He was less than enthused to see that during your design session you had failed to keep the ratio of armor going on the design. Though, in spite of that, El Presidente will let it slide due to your otherwise spotless record. However, since the ships were ordered without that extra bit of armor, we lost our bulk order discount. This sadly means El Presidente has taken some of the extra money from his battleship to make up. As El Presidente has already invested his share of the purchase of the ships with some Swedish bank conglomerate. However, on your task, Italy has agreed to modernize the El Presidente yet again. They have offered 2 packages to El Presidente for the El Presidente. The first one is to give the Congo treatment and upgrade it to a proper battleship. The other is to keep it as a battlecruiser and just upgrade the equipment. The details of each are posted below. Since the purchase of new cruisers by labeling them as humanitarian support ships, we have been able to find plenty of funding as we rebranded the El Presidente as a fighting hospital ship. Right. All that matters though is that you now have an increased budget to modify El Presidente to make it the best ship in all of the Caribbean. Oh, and before I forget, Admiral Stealth, El Presidente did feel bad about your last gift, and to make up for it, he has found another 3 18-inch guns that he ordered, and they are being put onto the ship. Lastly, El Presidente said they were getting a discount, or maybe he was getting a discount, if we purchased as many guns as we can fit into a single turret. Or as many guns as we can fit in a single turret. Okay. I have the option to go with either of 2 packages. Package 1 is the Congo upgrade for El Presidente. I'll be designing a battleship. I must stick with various armor requirements. I must have diesel engines and oxygen fuel for the torpedoes. Must mount nothing smaller than 14-inch main guns. Secondaries must be triples or quads. Must have radar, sonar, price tag of less than 136 million, and it must be faster than 26 knots. The Package 2 option is the final form of the battlecruiser. It must use the fast battleship hull, which is the battlecruiser. It must be less than 55,000 tons of displacement. I must have a total of 4 18-inch guns. You can turret them however you want. You must have diesel engines and oxygen for torpedoes. Must have 4 main gun turrets, radar, sonar, some sort of a better loading system, upgraded turrets, 32 knots or faster. It must cost less than 136 million, and it must have torpedo protection. That's going to be the more interesting one for me. That's going to be the far more interesting option for me. Now, that means I'll be designing the battlecruiser, and of course, now I can design everything else. As per normal, you will need to roll for one of these. There are a few options. This is Tropico after all, and something will inevitably go horribly wrong. He says, note that with option 6 you have the possibility to roll until you would take every disaster to happen. Note that any objective you complete before rolling for the problem still counts as completed, even if the events make it so you fail. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this after the design phase. Okay. The enemy is going to be the US. They're going to have a battleship. They're going to have 2 heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and 3 destroyers. Now, normally, or actually, let me rephrase that. I'm going to do this as normal, which means that I'll be designing the battlecruiser only and let the heavy, the light, and the destroyer be designed by the AI. The reason for that is that I'm usually a better designer and or admiral, if it not comes to dodging torpedoes, than the AI is. And giving myself the benefit of designing superb heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and destroyers offsets the already, slight balance that the AI has. So I'm going to be designing the battlecruiser only. Alright, we need to be using the fast battleship. And the fast battleship has a maximum of 55,000 tons of displacement. Now, there are some requirements. Must be less than 55,000 tons of displacement. Okay, 54,999. Must have a total of 4 18-inch guns. Must have 4 main gun turrets. Right. So these are going to be 18-inch single barrels, which is an interesting design. I don't think I've ever gone for something as silly as that, but alright, let's do it. Good lord, it's going to be tricky to fit that though. What I'm looking for is anything and everything that gives me base accuracy. This is 20 for the light secondary tower. The tall secondary tower is 16.5 base accuracy. This one is ideal at 22 base accuracy and 32 long range accuracy. But trying to fit that onto the hull is tricky. Very tricky. 18-inch guns, I think, need the huge superimposed barbette. So it's going to be an 18-inch single barrel. And I can pull the main superstructure forward. Go on. And I can push this to here. Maybe I can make it fit. Maybe. Oh. Really? Is that how it's going to be? Can we do one more notch here? So if I can push this one out just one more, I can pull the bridge forward one more touch. And this one. There we go. Right. El Presidente. Okay, so that's my armament. 18 single barrel, 4 single barrel 18-inch guns. And I seem to have a pretty massive 4-weight offset. 2.5. 1, 2. There, balanced. Okay, must have diesel engines. Must have oxygen fuel for torpedoes if taken. Must have a radar. Must have sonar. I'm gonna go with the best range finding I can get. Must have some sort of a better loading system. Autoloader. Oh. Shit. Now there is, yeah, how shall I put this? I have a maximum budget of 136 million, but there is an important distinction here. This budget was in place before the new patch came out. And with the new patch, I have a crew training. Or rather, I have crew in general. And that means that the budget of 136 million, it's no longer reasonable. It's just something you cannot pull off. I'm going to go over that budget one way or another. Well, these are Tropico guys, so I'll set them to 25 green. Range, not important. When it comes to speed, 32 knots or faster. I'd say 36 knots is fine. I would love to decrease the displacement to get at least closer to my budget. But the thing is, I think my turrets are gonna pop off. Yeah, there we go. It just doesn't work. 54,999 it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go over budget. El Presidente did not account for the crew, which is something that I would probably have to have on any ship, one way or another. So unfortunately, El Presidente is going to be a bit unhappy, but I'm just going to have to go with the crew. It's just something that most ships kind of require. 34 knots. Good lord. And this is a problem that I'm facing with some of the scenarios that were sent in by naval architects. It's just not viable. Not anymore. This is what happens when you have a game that is in active development. That people send something in, and it just kind of, well, doesn't work all the time. Some stuff will change. Let's see. I think we're going to be sailing around in the glass cannon. I am not too big of a fan of that, because if that battleship is 1940, and it is, then it's going to cause all sorts of mayhem. So I think El Presidente's design of El Presidente is not going to be very survivable. Okay, I do not officially have to have any kind of secondary armament, but I'm going to put on some of it anyway. I must have torpedo protection. I do. Yeah. My budget is 136 million. I'm already paying 213 million for these ships. So it's unfortunate, but El Presidente is going to have to, well, pull out some more cash to make this thing work. 5-incher there, 5-incher there. Actually, no, this is fine. We got the force. Are these supposedly casemates or something? No. Okay. Now, we have the capability over here of, I think, putting 2-inchers on top of the turrets. Oh, right. Never mind that. This is my secondary armament. This is it. Just 6 4-inch guns per side. That's all I can afford. Now, we're going to have to look at the RNG factor. There are 6 different options. Option 1, out of ink. It seems that we ran out of ink in the printer for the blueprint, and it wasn't caught. Please delete a funnel. If you only have one funnel, move your funnel and your auxiliary engines down 1 step. Okay. Option 2, copper recycling. It seems that one of the dock foremen for another ship has taken one of your propellers. Yeah, as one does. Drop your propeller shaft by 1 step. It's too modern. One of your designers thought the ship looked too modern and changed some lines. Step your main tower down 1 level. Make it faster. It seems the engineers on the ground have modified the design to allow the ship to be assembled faster. However, to do it, they removed bulkheads and forgot to add them back in. Oh, grim. Move your bulkheads down 1 step. Option 5. If only it had 1 more hull. Well, you did, but they forgot to add it to the construction plans. Step your hull down 1 step. Or option 6. It's a really bad day. You must roll twice. Take both events. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. RNG time. Google RNG said I rolled a 5. Which is if only it had 1 more hull. Step your hull down 1 level. I only have a standard hull, a single hull. If you only have a single hull, drop your belt armor by 2 inches. Yeah, because 8.5 inches of belt armor is perfectly fine for a battlecruiser. I'm going to do that for this one as well. That's going to be 2.8. This thing is such a glass cannon. 1.8 aft belt armor. Oh, this thing is a disaster waiting to happen. Right. Well, that's my ship done. That's El Presidente. Or rather, that was El Presidente, because this scenario is going to be done very, very soon. Here's the lineup. My battlecruiser, well, my glass cannon, my 2 heavies, 2 lights, and 3 destroyers against their battleship. Heavies, lights, and destroyers. The objective, sink the battleship. Keep your design ship alive. Secondary, sink all heavy ships, sink all light cruisers, sink all destroyers. Note, you can retreat at any point after the battleship is sunk. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see what my fleet consists of. I have the heavy cruisers over here, which pretty appear to be submerging. Interesting layout. 18,694 tons with maximum bulkheads. Very good. Not fast. 27.8. Torpedo launchers. With a range of 14.2, but they're only 18-inch. That's pretty bad. The only reason that these things will do damage is something has no armor, or sorry, no torpedo protection. And on top of that, has minimum bulkheads. Because 18-inch torpedoes are pretty outdated. 5-inch secondaries, another 5-inch there. How do you expect to do anything useful? 2-inchers, lots of 2-inchers, but a turning circle of 683, so all of those 2-inchers are pretty dangerous to use. And they forgot sonar? Hydraulic turrets, standard loading. Where's my radar? Where's my sonar? What the hell? At least they're veterans, that helps. Light cruiser. These are packing 6-inch. They have 18-inch torpedoes as well. Pretty decent speed. Maximum bulkhead, spacious quarters, so lots of crew. Veterans, that's nice. And over here, the destroyers. These are the big destroyers at almost 4,500 tons. But their armament is an afterthought. These things are ridiculously quick at 43 knots, but they have an armament that consists of 9 4-inch guns, only forward firing. But if you go into the enemy like that, you're not going to be able to fire them anyway. A single 2-inch gun to defend the stern, and a torpedo launcher, triple on the stern, that fires 18-inch torpedoes. This is a pretty terrible design. What about their battleship? Oh lordy. It has 15 19-inch guns. It has 30, yes, 30 7-inch guns. It has 54 3-inch guns, 18 4-inch guns, 2 8-inch guns, and another 32 2-inch guns. Holy moly. Would you like a gun with that? Look at this secondary tower. It's just guns everywhere. Great. Heavy cruiser design. Couple of 7s, 5s. 22. Correction, 24 to... No. How many 2-inch guns? 24? 44? 48? Good lord, this thing is a complete gun cruiser. Mostly 2-inch, though. Okay. They're light cruisers. Packing 6-inch guns, but 12 of them. They seem to have 10 torpedo launchers per side. Also augmented with 3s, 2s, 2s, and more 3s. Oh, and they get decent destroyers as well. Dual barrel, 5-inch on the bow. Triple 4-inch on the stern. Times... No, actually, this is a dual barrel 5-inch. This is a dual barrel 5-inch. This is the 4-inch. And torpedoes... I cannot guess that caliber. Right. El Presidente. Target the battleship. And make yourself scarce. Do not engage. I don't know. DDs. Form up. And head out there. Heavy cruisers. No, not screen, but follow. No, actually they cannot. They're too slow. Lovely. These guys then join the heavy cruisers. There. Div 2 is going to have 4 ships consisting of 2 heavies and 2 lights. These 18-inch singles look so weird. I hope they're accurate. Because I have very little firepower. Very, very little. 19%? Wow. Okay. That is impressive. No hits, though. Splashes to the bow and to the starboard side. Okay. How about we go aggressive? Heavy cruisers, move in. Oof. I'm not sure exactly how that ricocheted, but I'll take it. What was that? It must have been a smaller caliber shell, otherwise it would have been pretty seriously damaging the El Presidente. Ah, there we go. Is that your DD? Yeah, it is. All ships, target the destroyer. That was a 6-inch light shell. Oh, sorry, a 6-inch shell from the light cruiser. Oh. El Presidente's bow just got penned. I'm trying to keep this battlecruiser alive as best I can. The problem is, I don't really have the ability to, well, do any kind of reasonable damage against that battleship without torpedoes. So I'm gonna have to try and plow my way through the rest of the formation and hope, seriously hope, that I get enough ships through, stop lobbing torpedoes, that we actually get the opportunity to throw some torpedoes at the battleship. Hope is not a strategy, I know that, but currently it's the only plan I have. Because the El Presidente has so little firepower. And she is such a glass cannon. Partial pen on the enemy battleship. Looks like one of their DDs is flooding-ish. %67 there, 76 there. How many torps do you carry? Only, no, you got 2 loads. That's it. Good 6-inch hits. Come on. They're throwing a lot of shells their way. I'm hoping to get another flooding so I can get this thing destroyed. Need to have the DDs pull back a little. Oh shit. Hold on a moment. Div 3. Disband. You're gonna have to just pull into the torpedoes. That's a pretty wide spread there. Okay, one of their DDs is down. Is that a heavy cruiser? No. Is this a heavy cruiser? Yes. Is it possible for me to hit the heavy cruiser with the Presidente? Because if it is, then I can hopefully give my own ships a better chance of survival. Oh, this is going to be all sorts of nasty. Turn. Ascado. Turn. Good man. You have the turning circle to outturn that. Turn back. There, the fanning. She just launched torps at ADD. Unsure which one. Turn that way. We got more coming in. Battlecruiser really can't hit anything. We're going to switch back to the battleship. Yeah, why not? Just torp the battleship if you can. You are in range. Might as well at this point. Fanning should be going down. Many bulkheads. Do you have a problem with launching torpedoes? Thank you. Okay, you should be fine now. This damn cold is lasting longer than I expected. It's always my voice that recovers slowest. Constantly coughing all over the place. Makes recording video also a bit more daunting. The full mine detected the torps. Okay. Ascado, rejoin full mine division 4. Okay. Yeah, I seem to have successfully dodged this first wave. The issue is that the Cleveland also has torps. What's your turning circle like? 857, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. Div, torps off. Ooh. 6-inch guns. From one of their light cruisers. I think it's the Concorde that was doing damage to my ship. Another partial pen, but this thing just seems to shrug everything off. Ah, there we go. Maximum bulkheads. Okay. Here comes a big salvo. El Presidente detected torpedoes. Oh shit. Oof. You are div 4. What? There. Div 4, attention. I want your guns on that and your secondaries on the fanning. Here are the 3 torpedoes that we sent towards the battleship. It's going to take them a while to get there. I'm going to do a throat shot here with a full mine. Trying to get the torpedoes to go into the bow of the ship. El Presidente is safe. Not by much. Ah, there we go. The Connecticut. This monster of a ship has 108,000 tons of displacement. 30 knots. She is crewed by veterans, which gives her more accuracy. Anti-torp 2. Anti-flood 3. Oh, this is problematic. Oh dear, that's a bunch of torps. Heavy cruisers, attention. Target and fire everything you have, torpedo-wise, at the Connecticut. Torpedoes away from the Maria Teresa. Sorry, Maria Teresa. This is going to be very uncomfortable. At least I did not get hit by that large spread there. Full mine launched her torps. Very good. How's your sonar? Why does it not say anymore what sort of sonar and radar they have? That's weird. Is that the same for my ship? No, for my ship it does say it, so that could be construed as that ship doesn't have it. That suddenly gives me a bit more hope when it comes to the torpedoes. There's the 3 coming out from full mine, I think. Ascaro is pretty much dead. Where's the other DD at? There you were. Join the DD div. Presidente, not that way. Guiscardo, torpedoes off. Could we kindly just eliminate that destroyer before it launches again? Stromboli, smoke up. You, join the light cruiser again. You also have torpedo launchers. But I first need the Cleveland gone. Before I'm going to be able to get those torpedoes to get towards the battleship. Yeah, Cleveland just detected them. It means that the Connecticut's probably going to start turning. I got the torps from here and here, heading towards the Connecticut, towards the battleship. What are you shooting? My battlecruiser still. And so far you have not really a whole lot to show for it. There we go. Ammo detonation on Cleveland. That's more like it. Concorde just launched against a heavy cruiser. Both heavy cruisers turned to a different direction. Let's see what the Concorde's gonna do. Oh, sorry, the Connecticut. So far, my damage far outshines theirs. But with a couple of good hits from the Connecticut, that can change almost instantly. And since the heavy cruisers have turned, I can just use the portside launcher against the Connecticut again. The Connecticut probably... yeah, there we go. She spotted the torps, but it's a behemoth of a ship that doesn't turn very well. And that's kind of understating it. Oh, shit. She doesn't turn very well at all. So this could seriously hurt the Connecticut. Oh shit, you just launched torps at the light cruiser. That was not part of the plan. You're already committed to a turn, just turn again. Something popped. 5 torpedoes hit the target. Causing some potentially modest flooding. Split. What's popping everywhere? Shit. El Presidente has lost one of the 18-inchers. Look at that! This thing was supposed to flood, damn it. It lost 1%. 1. That's pretty shit. Teresa should be fine. The Cleveland really doesn't need to send another torpedo salvo, please. Oh. Another hit on the Karuppiah's cargo. The DDs. There goes the Cleveland, finally. Stromboli just launched her torps. The Connecticut barely took a scratch from that. The El Presidente is taking some massive amounts of damage from those 19s. Can I even pen that ship? Barely. Okay, in that case we're going to assist some of our lighter ships. And just blow away the Concorde with an 18-inch high explosive. Hopefully. Come on, Marsala. Or actually, no, wait. The Connecticut's turning around. Oh, that's a waste of a torpedo salvo. I was going to get the Cleveland. I kind of did. But it's not really the target that I had in mind. Oh no. I have diesels, fuck it. Throw the engines in reverse. And hope that we can slow down in time before these things arrive. Come on, get those 18-inchers on target. Wipe out that light cruiser. Yes. Yeah, that did it. That did it. I'm still gonna take... well, probably just one torp. Then again, this thing turns like a brick, so my ability to quickly get out of the way of torpedoes is pretty bad. Wow, how is the fanning not dead? I thought we discussed this. The elimination of the fanning was going to be pretty important. You're able to send out another salvo against the Connecticut, which is never going to hit. Full mine is pretty much toast. Fanning is down. See, their smaller ships are really not that much of a problem. It's the big ships that are going to be a problem. At least El Presidente has her engine power back. I don't know if her efficiency is good. I forgot to check on that. We keep a very close eye on the Boyle. The Seattle. Hold on. Who launched those torps? Was that the Boyle? No. So it was the sinking Fanning. Yeah, the sinking Fanning launched torpedoes against the Guiscardo. How rude. Come on, Marsala. Take out that DD. Be quick. The Boyle just launched torps against a heavy cruiser. Probably the Maria. Gone. The Seattle is locked onto a destroyer? That's your priority? Alright. What are you doing? You're still locking your 19s onto my battleship. Interestingly. Oh, sorry, onto my battlecruiser. Can we hit a heavy cruiser about 12 clicks out? Or is that too much to ask? Can we pen this? No. That's the dispersion from the 18s. Lovely. Alright, I have torpedoes ready on this ship, but the Seattle is definitely going to detect them. Oh, that was another big chunk of damage from the 19. The way I see it, I have few options. Torpedoes, I think, are still my best bet. So, just dropping a whole bunch of torpedoes right in front of that ship could work. If it turns out that it does not work, I can ram it. It's still not going to be ideal, but it's one of the few options that I have left. And I'm very much hoping for just one hit against the Salem. Even if it is high explosive, because that will cause massive damage against the Salem. That's some nice fire from Maria coming in. Oh. Connecticut's a mere 6 kilometers out. She has that scary amount of secondaries. You know what? Maybe at this range, even though she gets some warning, she's not going to be able to do much. Simply because she is so large and doesn't turn very well. But if I torpedo her now, she's going to turn that way, which is not where I want her to go. So no, we're going to close in. Have you done anything with your torps yet? No. You have. You decided to torpedo the destroyer. That's an interesting use of assets. Retreat. Range 4-5. 4-4. For El Presidente. Oh shit. Bounced. That damaged the conning tower. Which means my accuracy is worse. Chance to pen's good. Switch back to auto. We're going to ignore the heavy cruiser. We're going to drop torps right on the Connecticut. There we go. Full starboard side. Marsala launch. Turn back to port. Or rather, bring the port launcher to bear. Hold on, I thought you had 2 launchers per side. Did you lose one? No, you only have 1. Oh, shit. It's the heavy cruisers, isn't it? Yeah, they got 5 launchers in dual setups per side, so they can pop 10 torps. The Stromboli and the Marsala cannot. Hit him again. Torpedoes out. Oh. El Presidente. Down. Structural integrity leaves a little bit to be desired here. Fortunately, these heavy cruisers do not seem to be doing much of anything. 70 damage done by them, 300 by the Salem. Another 5 torpedoes strike the Connecticut. Now she's starting to flood. 65, 64, 63. Come on, Maria Teresa. Oh, sorry, Maria Teresa. I know you do not have a lot of firepower, but I'll take anything you can get. Ah, that was that one. The problem is that the El Presidente is most likely going to go down before she gets an opportunity to... Well, before the Connecticut gets an opportunity to sink. Although, she continues to flood pretty bad. She's down to 17% buoyancy. That's another 2, 3, 4. She's down to 10% buoyancy now. 9%, 8. Pretty much all of her compartments on the bow and midships are flooded. 6%. She has taken 18 torpedoes, but she's still here. No thanks to the El Presidente. Although the El Presidente, out of the 19,000 damage that I've done, she's done 4. So it's not that bad. But then again, the Maria Teresa has also done 4. Come on, Connecticut. 5% buoyancy. 4. I'm gonna have to do another drive-by. Marsala, Stromboli move in, both. Holding on 4% buoyancy. She should be getting pretty slow, but 100,000 tons or 108,000 tons has a bit of momentum for it, so... Yeah, no, she's still going. If I launch the port side from the Maria Teresa now, I probably won't hit. So I just have to wait. I just have to catch up. High explosive from the Battlecruiser again, because her pen chance is pretty bad. We're down to 36% with the El Presidente. That's not great for a maiden voyage, shall we say. Oh dear, about to make it worse. Ricochet. No, you won't go faster than that. Speed 21.8. They're definitely losing speed, although slowly. Stromboli has a full complement of torpedoes ready. Marsala, I'm not sure which side she launched. Oh, flooding! But, yep, 3%. Come on. Range 1.5. Still need to get closer, because at this angle she's just going to turn that way and dodge everything. Can't have that happen. So like a pack of hyenas, we approach the battleship. And just try to fling, I suppose is the right word. As many torps into them as possible. Don't do that. That is particularly rude. Says the guy who's launching torpedoes at the battleship. Torpedoes away, port side, Maria Teresa. Hopefully that's going to spell the doom for that ship. She has a damaged rudder. This might kill her. Lost 24% of her crew. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You're going to turn. All of these are going to miss. Torpedo hit. 1% buoyancy. 0.9. 0.7. 0.3. Done! Job done. Great work. Great work. That was absolutely not thanks to the Battlecruiser, but thanks to the light ships. The Marsala, the Maria Teresa, the Stromboli, and to a lesser extent, the Guiscardo. Are you heavily protected, Salem? Yeah, you are. Let's see just how heavily. Right, you're going to continue on that way. Yeah, okay, fine. Maria Teresa has taken some serious damage. I'm concerned that the Seattle might pull something stupid. I.e. try and launch a torpedo at me at point blank range. With a bow launcher, no less. Okay, punch a few holes on the starboard side of... Sorry, on the port side of the Salem with the starboard launcher. Off you go. Torpedoes away. Range, 400 meters. That's going to be a bit of a problem for her. Yeah. Her main tower's out of commission. Wow, the Seattle didn't launch. Okay. Unexpected. Oh shit, you two have torpedoes. Turn that way. Stromboli, hard turn. The Salem is pretty badly hurting. Auto selector. We're engaging the Salem and missing. Unfortunately, the Seattle and the Maria Teresa, I cannot really expedite this fight because I don't have torpedoes left on the heavy cruiser. Salem is hurting very badly, yeah. Secondary tower down, main tower down. Her damage control is going to be pretty much toast at this point. Keep you away from Seattle. Come on, do something useful. What? That was it? No, that was a miss. Marsala. We just used your starboard launcher? Port launcher? I forget. I think it was the starboard launcher, so I'm going to have to do a full turn starboard again. Try and get the port launcher to hit the Seattle. Okay, we'll get this done. Off you go. Go, 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 go! Or the Salem, I don't care, just hit anything. Yep, torpedoes away against the Salem. That means the Marsala is now out of torpedoes. We'll have the Stromboli push in from there. Did you just block my 19-inch? Salem dodged all the torps. That's unfortunate. Seattle's just getting taken apart by some... Well, not some, by tons and tons of small caliber hits. We're targeting that one. How the fuck are you blocking that? That's an 18-inch shell at a range of what? 2,300 meters. There goes to Seattle. Are you that heavily angled or armored? There we go, job done. So, I didn't expect that I would pull that off, but it worked, thankfully. El Presidente is alive. The ship has survived the battle, but will need extensive repair, because she took a beating and a half, and I wonder what Grimm's going to make of my going over budget. There's not a whole lot that I could do to counter that, unfortunately, but, well, here we are. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys... I hope you guys enjoyed that fight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for more videos.